Hey guys, here's a video of driving down Persimmon Ridge Road from above Bald Rock Preserve. That is Gear Highway right there. And this is basically where Persimmon Ridge begins. It's mostly a gravel road that goes down and comes out further down Gear Highway, closer to Wildcat Wayside. Here's a map showing the area. You can see Caesar's Head in the top left corner. And then you can see Bald Rock down at the bottom, and you can see where I begin on Persimmon Ridge. And I'm going to kind of just show a lot of the parking areas and trailheads. There are several heritage preserves along this road, and I'm going to stop at both of those and show those trailheads and talk a little more about them. Persimmon Ridge Road is about 3.5 miles long total from one end to the other. As you can tell in the direction I'm going, I'm starting halfway up the mountain going down, so this will have a loss of elevation. And here's a map I found on the Natural Land Trust website showing all the protected lands surrounding Persimmon Ridge: Natural Land Trust, Heritage Preserve, State Park land, Wildlife Management land, which is what makes this area, Mountain Bridge Wilderness area, so unique. There's just so many protected acres and hiking trails.
What's going on here? I know what this is. This is probably the new parking area for the new Bald Rock access and trailhead. And then there's Campbell Mountain in the background. So this will be the new parking lot and trailhead somewhere right here. Or maybe up, might be further up the road, with the trail through the woods to Bald Rock Heritage Preserve. Cool. I didn't realize they were already working on that. Oh man. Good Lord. So that's just heartbreaking. Look at all those trees. I haven't been down this road since Helene hit last fall. As you can see, we got a lot of damage up here. Snap those trees. So here's a little trailhead access to the Chandler Preserve. There's a little trail, goes through there, goes to a rock bald. It's kind of steep. It's got a stream that cuts right down it, so you gotta be real careful. But it's a pretty short hike too. Here's the Chandler Preserve map. So here I am kind of making my way down Persimmon Ridge, and here's a little parking area, and it shows you a little loop that you can do, and you end up out on a rock bald. It looks like that. Sorry for the glare. So you kind of have a little bit of a view, but just another rock bald. There's an aerial view of it. Again, not the greatest shot because of the glare, but you kind of end up here, and there's a stream that cuts down, so you have to be real careful. Don't let any kids or animals get over there. And this stream eventually goes all the way down, goes underneath Gear Highway, not too far from where Wildcat Wayside is. There's another view of the bald. I'm not gonna walk out there, but it is worth checking out. So here's a little parking area about halfway up, halfway down Persimmon Ridge. It's not a huge area. You can see there's like a red gate. I've parked here before because there's an old roadbed, Forest Service road, but it's kind of part of a trail system that actually takes you up to a saddle over Campbell Mountain and joins with the, I think it's called the Bridge Connector Trail, Mountain Bridge Connector. So you can kind of access it here if you want, or you can go down and it joins Ashmore Heritage Preserve if you go right and go down that way. So there's Campbell Mountain up there. Ridge kind of joins, turns into what I think is called Green Mountain. And Ashmore Preserve would be all, you know, from here down. A lot of little pullovers with just old road beds, old logging beds going into the woods. I guess you could just come and explore because it's all wildlife management area. I'll have to come check this out someday. Never been down that one. That got hit hard. Man, look at that. That's what Helene did. Just made her forests and hardwoods look like pickup sticks. So, I mean, my understanding is Persimmon Ridge was pretty buried after Helene. They did a lot of clearing. Oh, wow. I didn't know they paved this. So there's one of the trailheads to Ashmore Heritage Preserve. So you can go in through that gate and connect with the trail. Here's the parking area and kiosk. Wow, I didn't know they paved all this. That's how long it's been since I've been up here. This was all gravel last time I was up here. So here is the parking area. What I consider the upper parking area. There's a lower parking area, but this is the main one. So this is a really cool place. You can walk all the way out to Lake Wattacoo. It's a real pretty, I'd call it a small lake, large pond. You go a couple of creek crossings, West Fork and Wattacoo Creek. They got some information about Russell Ashmore and how they ended up with this preserve. It's now 1,125 acre preserve, part of the Mountain Bridge Wilderness off of Scenic Highway 11. Here's a little map, again, that no one's gonna be able to see because the glare is so bad out here. But here's the trail, here's the parking lot and trailhead, and there's the gate I was talking about. You can go that way and around and you come in the back side of the lake, or you can go straight through the woods or down the road right there and catch the trail down there. And it comes this way and you come out to Lake Wattacoo that way. You can just do that as an out and back if you want. Pretty easy trail. Or you can make a huge loop. And then there's another trail that goes all the way down where the old Camp Spearhead used to be. And that's kind of what I consider the lower parking area. And that's, you get to that off of Gear Highway. I used to take my dogs there all the time. So anyway, we're gonna come all the way out on Persimmon Ridge till it comes back onto Gear Highway right there. But apparently they've paved this whole section now, which I did not know. So you can see where the new asphalt was. This is what was paved before, and then everything was gravel, but they've extended the asphalt. Down there's where the old Camp Spearhead used to be. And there is a parking area down there. You have to get to it from the highway, but that's another way to access Ashmore Preserve. And then we are back to Gear Highway, Highway 11 276. That way to Caesar's Head and the mountains and Table Rock. That way to Travelers Rest, Marietta, Travelers Rest, Cleveland. And then here's the access to the other parking area.